Hey, Lethal listeners, Torres here. Stay tuned for the next episode of Lethal Lit, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsor.
That's right, Dan. We have just learned that the death of local businessman Brock Montague has been ruled a homicide. Hold on. I believe we're about to get a statement.
Our detectives have connected Mr. Montague's death to one of the local residents, Stephanie Reed, age 61. Ms. Reed passed early yesterday morning. Autopsies of both victims have revealed that the cause of death was poisoning. Yes, Miss Stone.
Is it also true that both victims were found with a music box nearby?
Yes, both were in possession of either an original or replica Montague Hotel Centennial music box.
Is Hollow Falls home to yet another serial killer?
We cannot confirm that. Thank you.
I can confirm it. And you're welcome. I'm Torres, and this is Lethal Lit. Brock Montague was a millionaire businessman who returned to Hollow Falls to add to his fortune and play the role of hometown hero. Stephanie Reed was an antiques dealer, first in line at every estate sale in the area, who would then gossip about whatever she found in the homes of the recently deceased. Brock and Stephanie didn't seem to have anything in common, but they had to. There's a play about a con man who knocks on a door in a fancy neighborhood. A couple answers, and the con man claims to be a friend of their children's. The couple befriends him, lets him stay there, lends him money. Then it's revealed he's lying. The title of the play, 6 Degrees of Separation, is the idea that all people are 6 or fewer social connections away from one another. Brock and Stephanie, being victims of the same murderer, had only 2 degrees of separation. They both knew their killer. It was time to find that first degree. Abuela, you know everything about this town. Can you think of any possible connection between Stephanie and Brock Montague? Anything at all?
Just another 2 people who stopped talking to me long before everything with your Aunt Beth.
Is there anyone you can ask?
Dick, not now. Let the dead rest.
I tried another angle. Come on, Max, there must be something. We're back to square one here.
Montague was my boss's boss. I guess I can do a little research after hours to see what I can find.
And I can ask around and try to learn more about Stephanie.
While they were hunting for connections, I had to get into the mind of the killer. Did death by strychnine have any historical significance?
Well, that's how Agatha Christie would kill people off in her stories. Could be a nod to the lit killer.
Oh, you think someone's trying to send him a message?
It's just the kind of detail he would respond to.
Ugh, I'm at a dead end here. 2 dead and no leads. I need any information I can get. Even if it comes from him.
You're gonna go talk to Levinson? Are you nuts? Promise me you won't go see him. He's stronger than you think. He can get in your head.
Okay, Ollie, you're right. It's a crazy idea. I promise. I'd been lying to my friends all this time about Ollie, so why wouldn't I lie to Ollie about this? We have to go and see Levinson.
Terrible idea. I love it. I'll drive.
Last year, I was responsible for putting Harry Levinson behind bars for the rest of his life. The prospect of seeing him again had my stomach twisted in knots. Fortunately, I had my best friend by my side.
What if he doesn't talk? Or he gives us a silent treatment?
I don't think Levinson would pass up an opportunity to taunt us.
Do you think we can actually get anything out of him?
Maybe if we appeal to his vanity, ask for his expert analysis.
Tease him into revealing his profound psychological insights.
Ugh. Stroke his literary intellect. Gross.
Revolting.
Are you okay with all this?
Oh, seeing Levinson again? You kidding? For sure.
You're not, like, scared?
Nope.
Because I can get intense with this stuff, and sometimes I just assume you want to do crazy things with me, but this is kind of insane. I mean, it's Levinson.
Hey, I want to do crazy things with you. What?
Just the way that sounded.
Well, how did it sound?
I don't know. Kinda hot.
Oh, well, you're kinda hot yourself. I am scared.
Yeah, me too.
How about some music?
Yeah, crank 'em.
So, you almost kissed me last night.
Is that what happened? 'Cause it seemed like you almost kissed me.
Oh, no. You were definitely the initiator from where I was sitting.
Weird.
Wait. Oh, must have been my mind playing tricks on me again. Silly rabbit.
I did want to kiss you.
So, why didn't you?
I'm scared.
We're on the way to sit face to face with a serial killer you put away, and you're...
Stop. You know what I mean.
Seriously? I don't.
I'm sorry. I think sometimes that you can read me like a book.
Oh, yeah, maybe if the book were in Latin.
Okay. Kissing you means our friendship will change. And I don't want to lose what we have.
We could have something different, though. Better, even.
But what if it's not? You're my best friend, and I'm nervous I'll lose my best friend if...
Tig, I got it. Message received.
Do you hate me?
Only when you ask me insulting questions like that.
There it is. Hollow Falls Prison. Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Hey, stop that. You're the girl who put this dude in here. Tig friggin' Torres of Lethal Lit fame. You've got this. Whoa. That was
nice.
Dramatic, but yeah, nice. Yeah.
You're coming in with me, right?
I'll be right there by your side.
Not on the visitors list. Can't see an inmate unless you're on a visitors list.
And how do I get on the visitors list?
Well, inmate has to approve you.
Okay, how do I get him to approve me if I can't get in to talk to him in the first place?
Please step to the side. Next. Name.
Tig Torres?
Yep. Empty the contents of your pockets and place them in the locker.
Tig, you're in! Levinson put you on the list?
I guess.
You have 10 minutes. Walk to the red line. When the alarm sounds, proceed through the door.
Hey, you okay?
I don't know.
Hey, you don't have to do this alone, you know? We can try again, together, some other time.
It's now or never.
I'll be right here when you get out. Hey, just remember, you're Tig Torres.
Thanks, Win.
Sit. Over there.
Torres.
Levinson.
Oh, thank God you're here. You have no idea how happy I am to see you. I've been bored out of my mind. The discourse at meals is abysmal. There's an occasional creative comment regarding the derriere of a certain laundry lady. But the rest of it, pure drivel. Ugh.
I don't imagine you were put here for the rest of your life for the stimulating conversation.
Touché. So, let's you and I talk. Tell me, Ms. Torres, reading anything interesting lately?
I'm not here to talk about books with you, Levinson. I'm here to talk about murder. Specifically, the newest murders in Hollow Falls.
Oh, yes. The music box killer. Unimaginative. Yawn.
I would consider 2 unsolved murders to be pretty important.
Oh, Tig. The truth is that the world is red in tooth and claw, and you know it. Surely you've read Nietzsche.
I've read Nietzsche, but that's Tennyson.
Oh, sweet child. I'm starving for companionship of your caliber.
I know something that hasn't been fully released to the press yet. A clue that I think might have literary overtones. Both of the victims were poisoned. But I read the reports, and in both cases, it was specifically strychnine.
And?
Strychnine's often featured in the stories of Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie! Well then, that makes you Miss Marple. Did they make you check your shawl at security?
I'm thinking that the killer might be following in your footsteps and reenacting Christie's stories.
Please. How could I inspire someone to reenact Agatha Christie's syrupy mysteries? Frankly, they might as well use Murder, She Wrote or Dora the Explorer's inspiration. Christie could craft a tidy plot, but she didn't know anything about bloodlust. Anyone who works off her template is beneath my contempt.
She is one of the most popular detective writers of all time. I would think that would...
Popular? I would think you would have learned your lesson about following what is popular. You're not popular, are you? I'd hate to think that I'm in prison for the rest of my life because of a popular girl. In regards to the murders, you are clearly grasping at straws.
I have other ideas.
Such as what? Tuck Everlasting?
What about Tuck Everlasting?
Really? Well, it's children's literature, so not quite my cup of tea, but surely you recognize the music box? No! Getting sloppy, Tig. Well, it's a symbol, but the book is about the choice between normality and immortality. The choice that faces people like us, Tig. The exceptional.
I'd hardly put us in the same category.
Wouldn't you? There are very few people in this world with the power to have a real effect on the course of human history. Who can alter the course of the river of time, who can leave even a bend with their name on it. Most people spend a lifetime trying to create even the merest of ripples, soon erased by the current. But not me. The why is immaterial. My name is in the history books. And yours could be too. As long as you embrace your exceptionality.
The why matters, Levinson, more than the if. I'm not like you.
Tuck Everlasting was also about nature versus civilization. Sometimes I dream that I'm a lion, living amongst sheep, And each time I express one of my true instincts, the sheep gather round to try to convince me I'm really one of them. And the anger builds up inside me. The rage at being asked to violate my nature just so a handful of sheep can sleep comfortably at night. I'll tell you what I think. It's more than just a dream. It's the restless voice of my soul communicating to me, telling me, you are not this. Serial murder is the discharge of profound irrational forces in need of relief. It comes from the heart of the tormented, not the head. Agatha Christie wouldn't understand. Neither would Natalie Babbitt.
But your murders were exceptionally well thought out, rationally executed. They weren't fits of passion.
I'll confess to a taste for presentation, certainly, but well thought out is not the same thing as rational. I've learned a great deal about myself here in this dismal place, Tig. I've even found a kind of peace, in a way. I can finally accept what I am.
And what's that?
Don't you know?
Do you think there's a copycat out there? Maybe someone trying to impress you?
Ugh, for their sake, I hope not. What's next? Winning my affection is the Danielle Steele Strangler, the Nicholas Sparks Stalker. Oh, thank you, Tig. It's good to laugh.
I'll come right to the point, Levinson. I think it's a little coincidental that there's a second lit killer on the loose. I think you're either behind it or know something about who is.
Let's be very clear about something, Tig. I am the only lit killer!
Back off, convict!
My apologies. My apologies. She is in no danger. It will not happen again. The mold was broken with me. Understand? Sloppy thinking, not like you, Tig. Be honest. Who suggested this to you? Was it Ollie?
What? No. Why would you say that?
How is Ollie?
How would I know?
He's really been quite anxious to talk. Lovesick, you know.
Guard, I'm done here.
Miss Torres, why do you suppose this killer of yours uses poison?
Tell me.
He uses poison so that he doesn't have to watch his victims die. You be sure to tell old Ollie I said hi next time you speak to him. Oh, Tig, I did misquote Nietzsche before. Here's one to take to heart. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process, she does not become a monster. He definitely said that one. Ta-ta!
Hey, Lethal listeners, stay tuned. More Lethal Lit is up next. But first, a quick word from our sponsor. Hey, Lethal listeners, Tig Torres here. There's always more to the mystery, and I could use your help getting to the bottom of it. Join us on Instagram and TikTok at IamTigTorres for more clues and inside info. Since this whole thing started, Wynn had been pushing for Ollie as a serious suspect, but I'd been ignoring her. Levinson had me. Ugh, I completely missed the Tuck everlasting connection to the music box. What else was I ignoring or overlooking? Ollie is... Well, you should just listen for yourself.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm even thinking my own thoughts. wasn't always like this. I can remember when I was little, he taught me how to throw a football. He even took me fishing a few times. I mean, he never laid a hand on me back then. He had this shoebox of pictures. Really messed up pictures of murders. Some were photos. Others were cut out from the newspapers. I used to look through his box when he wasn't around. Then one day he caught me with it open on my bed and he went nuts. He threw me down the stairs, broke my arm. He tied me up. I think he was gonna kill me. He went into the kitchen to get something. I don't know, a knife. And I said, I thought that it was cool. His collection. I asked him questions. I asked him how he learned to tie such good knots. He looked at me differently after that. He smiled and untied me, put his arm around me, and made me a sling for my arm. That was when this whole nightmare started. And he made me into his apprentice. It was the only way I could stay with him. I didn't want to go back to the foster system. Killing you, Tig? That was supposed to be a show of my gratitude. He kept telling me how proud he was going to be. It's so messed up. But I have to tell you this. I still want to please him. He's in me. It's like I don't even know who I am. You're the only... When I think of you, I can find my way out of the hell that is my brain. I want to see you.
What Levinson said about Ollie kept picking at me as we drove back from the prison. But was it what Levinson said? Or was it my own guilt?
Was he wearing one of those orange jumpsuits? Did he have a prison tat? Hey, you're pretty quiet.
Yeah.
You alright?
Wynn, I have to tell you something.
Tig, Wynn, I'm glad you guys are here. Ella and I have news. It seems our friend Stephanie used to work at the Montague.
We knew it used to be a Catholic reform school before it was shut down.
For girls sent by wealthy parents to hide embarrassing pregnancies.
So we were digging around for records. There was a list of the nuns, which gave us nothing. But then...
We found Stephanie was the secular head mistress of students. Isn't that crazy? Wait, what's wrong with the two of you?
Tig has something she wants to say. Tig?
I talked to Ollie.
When?
We've been talking a lot, actually.
For how long?
Since the night Brock died.
Why didn't you say anything?
I don't know. I don't know. He wanted me to hear his side of the story, and it got complicated.
I'm so sick of this, Torres.
You were right, Wynn. I should have been considering Ollie as a suspect this whole time. I know I did the wrong thing.
Enough. Please. You're not allowed to do this. You can't just drag us all along with you and make us risk our jobs and mess with our lives and possibly get us all killed, all while you're keeping secrets from us? You don't get to do that. Isn't anyone else sick and tired of pretending? Pretending that we're detectives? Pretending we're investigative journalists? I can't do this anymore. I'm out.
Wait, Wynn, please. You can't leave now. We're finally on the right track. Wynn! I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go make sure she's okay.
Wynn's right.
Max, we can solve this.
Why is that our job, Tig? I get why you had to clear your aunt's name with Levinson, but why this? I have followed you into the fire before. I have the scars to prove it. You're on your own this time. I'm sorry.
You did the right thing hiding your lead on Ollie.
Jane Ferranti. In town to research her podcast on the source of all the evil that plagued Hollow Falls over the years. Having messed everything up with my friends, I was running out of places to turn.
Absolutely. Earn his trust. Collect as much information as you can.
My friends are all really upset with me.
With all due respect, Tig, your friends are kids. I know that sounds harsh, but it's true. They're overwhelmed by the situation, but guess what? These situations are, by definition, overwhelming. You can't let yourself be knocked off balance.
I guess.
You have what it takes to be a serious journalist. And I didn't know her, but I think your Aunt Beth would have been very proud of you. You know, Tig, I would love to help you develop your show. Would you consider working together as partners?
Really? Yes. But what about your show?
I'm still making it. I would just be setting aside some extra time to help you make yours. Maybe give a little professional advice here and there. I have some excellent contacts.
Jane, that would be amazing.
Oh, it's not going to be easy. You know, this is a major step up for Lethal Lit, which means you're going to have to approach your work differently. Your work is your life. Less time with family, less time with friends. Your schoolwork will take a hit too. You ready for this?
Well, my friends already aren't speaking to me, and I don't think a bad grade in bio is going to sink my college applications when my essay's about taking down a serial killer.
Never mind the applications. After this, those schools are going to be begging for you to come and lecture.
So, there I was, working side by side with a total pro who treated me like I could be one too. Tig Torres, professional journalist.
I want to see you. I know I keep asking you this, but I can't help it. It's all I can think about lately. I want to see you, Tig. I want to help you. Protect you, and make sure you're not going to go out there looking for another killer all by yourself.
Okay.
Wait, really?
Really. Face to face. Where are you?
I gotta go. But listen, I'll be in touch again soon.
Okay. Be safe, Ollie.
Bye, Tig.
That was great.
It doesn't feel great.
Every story needs a way in. You're the perfect ambassador, Tig. It's your town. You put away the last murderer, and you're still in touch with your old boyfriend who tried to kill you.
But before, I was trying to get at the truth. Reveal the honest story behind the fake one that got publicized. This is different. It's creating a new story where there doesn't have to be one.
I know you don't want to admit this, but Ollie's a legitimate suspect. What if he'll only confess to you in person? What if this is his John Hinckley Jr. moment and he's doing it to impress you? The sooner that comes out into the open, the better. Maybe that's another victim who doesn't have to die.
I guess.
Listen, it's my job as your producer to lean into the places that are going to push this narrative forward. It might be uncomfortable for you at times, but we want the best story possible, right?
Yeah, but
now let's work some magic in editing, huh? You'll see, Tig. This is the beginning of big things for you.
EINHORN'S Epic Productions and iHeartRadio present Lethal Lit, a Tig Torres mystery, Season 2. Created and executive produced by Heather Einhorn and Adam Staffaroni. Created by Alex Segura and Monica Gallagher. Executive produced by iHeartRadio. Head writer, Melanie Hoops. Writers, Louis Kornfeld, Jasmine Elshamy, and Adam Staffaroni. Directed by Krizia Bajos, with performances by Rebecca Soler as Tig Torres, Shelly Shenoy as Wynn, Matt Gumley as Max, Luke Slattery as Ollie, Rachel Oremland as Ella, with Krizia Bajos and JB Blanc. Special guest Chuck Bryant as Brock Montague. Additional voices: Paul Guyet, Caleb Yen, Stacey Moseley, Alba Ponce de Leon, Stephanie Sheh, Christian Ochoa, Louis Kornfeld, and Megan Gray. Post sound and music by Chapter 4. Sound supervision and sound design by Sarah Gibble-Laska. Music by Kareem Duady. Produced by Arup Sanakaila and Bo Youngblood. Development executive Greg Lockhart. Production coordinator and script supervisor Laura Martin. Operations Laura Kaufman. Marketing and publicity Jesse Post. Digital marketing Jennifer Gennaro. Creative direction and design by Ryan McCann. Key art illustrated by Rebecca Mock. Promotional art illustrated by Bree Newman. Special thank you to the Shadow Unicorn. Head to LethalLitPodcast.com to share theories, discover new evidence, and follow case updates. EINHORN'S Epic Productions and iHeartRadio present Lethal Lit, a Tig Torres mystery.